If Eleine had to design the official playlist for the end of the world, what would the first track be, and what ridiculous song would sneak in as the guilty pleasure finale when the world's burning?
Oh wow, man. Me and verbal instructions. So if we would make a playlist for Elaine, what would be the first track and what would be like a funny one at the end?
Yeah, like the end of the world with everything burning.
End of the world, everything burns. It's difficult though because Promise Apocalypse doesn't really apply to that though. It is more of
Right.
a personal thing, right? Geez, that's very difficult. Do I only have to choose between Elaine songs?
No, 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 anything.
No, like in general?
Yeah,
Like
anything.
right now, I do have a pretty serious thing for Kublai Khan TX. So I think I would like,
Oh, cool.
introduce the playlist with, Theory of Mind. So it's pretty nice. And if there would be a fun song at the end, then it doesn't have to be metal, right?
No, anything you want.
Strutton. I don't even remember what the guys are called in the band right now, but Strutton is a funny song. It's a funny song that we have like within the band as well. So
Okay,
if you
cool.
guys are curious, just check out Strutton. It's pretty fun.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Cool, cool. Sounds good. Hey everyone, this is Ryan coming to you from Ethereal Metal, and I'm thrilled to be talking with Madeleine of Eleine, one of Sweden's most cinematic and powerful metal acts. Today we're going to be diving into their new EP, We Stand United, their live performances, the upcoming Domination Tour with Primal Fear, and what's next for the band. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat today.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
You're very welcome. How have you been?
Yeah, all right, but it's been a lot though, and it is a
Yeah.
lot. So yeah, definitely keeping busy. But yeah, so far so good, and we're super excited to go on the tour, obviously, and finally get this EP out. We've been excited for a long time, so it's about time now.
Yeah, most definitely. That's awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
So I wanted to start with just a fun question, kind of just to break the ice a little bit.
yeah,
Since you've already
sure.
promised an apocalypse, if Eleine had to design the official playlist for the end of the world, what would the first track be, and what ridiculous song would sneak in as the guilty pleasure finale when the world's burning?
Oh wow, man. Me and verbal instructions. So if we would make a playlist for Elaine, what would be the first track and what would be like a funny one at the end?
Yeah, like the end of the world with everything burning.
End of the world, everything burns. It's difficult though because Promise Apocalypse doesn't really apply to that though. It is more of
Right.
a personal thing, right? Geez, that's very difficult. Do I only have to choose between Elaine songs?
No, 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 anything.
No, like in general.
Yeah,
Like
anything.
right now, I do have a pretty serious thing for Kublai Khan TX. So I think I would like,
Oh, cool.
introduce the playlist with, Theory of Mind. So it's pretty nice. And if there would be a fun song at the end, then it doesn't have to be metal, right?
No, anything you want.
Strutton. I don't even remember what the guys are called in the band right now, but Strutton is a funny song. It's a funny song that we have like within the band as well. So
Okay,
if you
cool.
guys are curious, just check out Strutton. It's pretty fun.
All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Cool, cool. Sounds good. So diving right in, We Stand United is both a glimpse of the present, but also a bridge into the next chapter of Eleine. Um, what made this the right time to release an EP with two new tracks, a symphonic reinterpretation, and live recordings?
So with this EP, we always see like EPs as a bridge between full-length albums, and this is the case this time as well, obviously. But we really wanted to do something that we really wanted to do, like we always do, right? We always write the music we feel like, and it's based on what we see and what we feel. And this just felt good in time, like between We Shall Remain and the next full-length album. And when we started to discuss it, we really went into like, okay, what would we want? Like, if we would have an EP with Elaine, what would it be?
Yeah.
And we started, and of course, my first like fear would be, oh my God, is it too spread, right? But something just felt right, and we started to like work into it and why we wanted to release it. And it became so obvious that this EP, at least for us, and apparently a lot of people I've been doing interviews with, feel that it makes sense because as someone stated, like it is this perfect like introduction to Elaine. You have everything of Elaine in one EP basically.
For sure.
And honestly, that dude is completely right because we have the live things, we have the symphonic version, and then you have a brand new track that is really, it is truly the Eleine sound, you know. And but with the live tracks, we really felt that we wanted to, first of all, do that for the very first time as a physical copy, but
Exactly. Yeah.
also we wanted to, you know, not everyone has been able to see us everywhere, and where we are most alive is live. That is just
Yeah.
how it is.
There's no question.
Yeah, right. And it's just like that's where we have our happy place. That is what we are doing all of these insane deadlines for. That is our reward. So we felt that we want to give that on an EP at least, and hopefully people appreciate it. And so far they do, and that really warms our hearts. So I think looking back, this EP is an important release for us, actually, between the full-length albums. It really is.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. And I really wanted to dive into the symphonic version of Promise of Apocalypse. Absolutely love that version. I'm a sucker for symphony anyway.
Yeah.
So knowing the original track and then hearing the release of this symphonic version kind of transforms the song into something really cinematic and grand. When reworking this track in the way that it was, do you feel like you're rediscovering its essence or creating something entirely new?
Well, I would say like we kind of pick out the core of the song a little bit and highlight it. And that was the entire intention, to be very honest. It was not a single on We Shall Remain. And we all know that singles always get more attention and so on. And it's not like we felt that, oh, it's forgotten. It was just more that we noticed that so many fans have embraced the song and have been telling us so many like stories about what they've overcome in life, and you know the drill. And so yeah, we wanted to like highlight it since so many fans actually embraced it. So we wanted to give it a little bit more of a highlight, or you know, like a spotlight. And there was something within it because it is one of the more cinematic songs of that album. And we did have a feeling like, you know, there was curiosity. What if we try this one out as a symphonic version? And it was only the verses that didn't have any symphonic arrangements at all, basically. And when Rikard started to do his thing with this, it was just a big yes. It just made so much sense. And for me, at least, I felt that you kind of picked out the core of the song and like gave it more of a spotlight. You know, it became a little bit more, even more emotional, a little bit more fragile, and hopefully, you agree, Rikard?
Ability was like really brought out through the verses, since I had to redo them or build them up from the ground, and all the rest, you know, it was there except for the crescendo into the actual chorus that was also added. But other than that, I mean, just as Madeleine said, it is to highlight all those parts. It's also very, very fun to do because in the grand mix of all songs with all the heavy drums, all the heavy bass, you know, it kind of it doesn't have the priority in our music. It's there, but it doesn't have priority. So it's very nice always to do a symphonic version, as we call them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Cool. And I wanted to jump in. So when I covered your show at the Brooklyn Monarch in April of 23 with Moonspell, I witnessed firsthand just how commanding and visceral your live energy is. Listening back to Masters of Rock 2024, the tracks on this EP, that same electricity is captured. What do you feel happens to an Eleine song when it's performed live that just simply can't be recreated in the studio?
The crowd.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sorry for jumping in.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
Hi, by the way, I was a little bit late. Nice to see you, Ryan. How you doing?
Yeah, no worries. Good to see you again. Yeah, definitely.
Same. So yeah, as Madeleine said, the crowd, you know, often people say like, oh, it's hard to get the right this or that or whatever, but it's the crowd, dude. Yeah, the crowd.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Cool.
It is truly a magic that really happens, and that's why I mentioned before that it is live. We are truly the most alive, and where we are at our happy place, because that exchange that we have with the crowd, that is just it is above and beyond everything, to be honest.
And also, if you try to record your songs energetic, you're halfway there, right? Who hasn't seen a band that is great live but crap in the studio, or great in the studio and crap live? Record the music, energetic. Be energetic on stage. There you go.
Very cool. Cool.
Just arise,
the title track, We Stand United, carries a powerful message. How does the theme of unity resonate with Eleine right now, both as a band and personally?
The word unity has always resonated with Eleine ever since the
Yeah,
start. That's why we say Eleine empowering metal since 2014. Our metal is empowering, and
exactly. Yeah,
through empowerment, you have the unity, and through the unity, you have the empowerment. So it goes hand in hand, my friend, hand in hand.
absolutely. Yeah, cool.
Yeah,
Um,
like personally, I have to say the actual like we stand united, the message and everything, and it's just like I mentioned before earlier in the interview, it's like this EP release feels very important to us and in our career. Actually, not to
yeah,
say that oh we'll open up all the doors in the world. It's not that kind of important release. It's more for us after everything we have been going through this year as well with the lineup changes and
yeah,
everything.
absolutely.
It is just like it was just as if the song that was already written, I may add, it was
Yeah,
if it made
yeah,
more sense after everything.
absolutely.
And it's some way we always been close to our fans, but it was like everything just grew stronger. And yeah, that's just why it makes way more sense. And yeah, to me
Yeah,
personally, it's definitely an important release. Definitely.
yeah. I think listening, I've had the promo maybe for about 2.5, 3 weeks now, and I think hearing that song, I've played it probably. I don't even know. I lost track how many times I played it, but but honestly, so knowing the exit that we went through, of course, with Jesper and Philippe, I'm not going to go into too much detail. I'm going to leave the message that you put out, at what it was. But I did want to say that it definitely reshaped the creative process and the creative energy within the band. And how would you say that you're using this moment to push your vision forward?
The creative process is always Madeleine and myself.
Yeah,
So there's no change at all, really.
Well, in a way, I mean, if we look at it like, no, you're absolutely right. It's you and I who creates all these things, but like it became very it became like a very dark and heavy chapter of our
yeah,
lives, basically,
right.
and of
Absolutely.
course for the band, obviously, and to try and like pick yourself up from that and pushing through, the darker winter months and the everything that you felt and it really well it adds something, right? And that's what I think that the creativity that it maybe gave Rick and myself was this bond that we talked about just in the question before, that it
Yeah,
just grew
yeah,
stronger in a way. Now I actually think, Hika, that the upcoming music video for this one, I think we just felt more in the video as well, and I hope
yeah,
that that
yeah.
can
Sure.
resonate out to the viewer as well.
I'm
Most
just
definitely.
thinking about the fact that the song was written before.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yep,
And
yeah,
that is where I'm getting at. Like, and even after, like, many don't know that it is Madeline and I who write all the music and all the
yep,
lyric. Um,
yep,
it's very fun because I also arranged the drums. So every time, like when we changed drummer once, now twice,
yeah.
uh, the first time people were, you can really hear it's a new drum because how it's arranged. I'm like, same
The
dude.
same
I'm
dude
the
doing
same
it.
guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're imagining things, but this wasn't
Yeah,
what he said. I'm just putting it in there because it's
yeah,
fucking
no, of course.
hilarious.
Yeah, yeah. Cool.
And it's it hasn't really changed anything, but it only grows the message stronger. That is
Yeah,
what it is.
absolutely. Cool.
Exactly.
Cool,
Exactly.
cool. And so you mentioned the drummer, obviously Kevin has been a big part of the live shows. What has he brought to the dynamic on the stage? And is there any talk of making him a permanent member of the band?
So Kevin is a live session drummer at this very point in time.
Yep,
I mean, obviously, if it goes really great for a while, there's a discussion to be had, right?
for
We
sure.
can't say either, as we say in Sweden, we can't say either bi or bä.
Yeah,
And um,
yeah.
That was for sure quite a lot of Swedish right there.
yeah,
Right.
we can't say either bi or bä. uh, at this very point in time. But what we can say is Kevin is a really fun guy to have on stage, and he brings a great energy with him.
Very cool.
Yeah, and he is a kick-ass drummer as well. I just have to add that. He's really good.
Oh
No,
yeah,
yeah, I was gonna say I've seen some live videos recently with him, being the session drummer for live, and it's been awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
and funny enough, Rickard, that's not the first time I've heard that saying. I've got a couple of friends in Sweden, so I've heard that before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Even better.
well there you go.
God.
So, So yes, I wanted to jump into your Domination Tour coming up with Primal Fear. It looks like it's going to be massive. Beyond the music, what's one moment off stage you're most looking forward to on that run?
Sleeping, eating, going to the
Yeah,
bathroom.
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
The after show shower. Yes.
Yeah, very cool.
Maybe
Definitely.
maybe hitting up some local retro game stores, thrift shops,
Ah, cool. Nice.
local gyms. Fuck yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's always fun.
Can I
Yeah.
swear? Oh shit. I
Please
don't. Oh fuck. Oh good.
do it, man. You're good.
Oh nice. Cock. I did it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just throw it in, right?
Nice.
God.
Just threw it in there.
Yeah, man. That's awesome. Cool. So obviously there's a buzz, not that there's any rumors or anything, but there's a buzz about you guys, coming back to the US at some point.
Mm.
Are there any plans about coming back in 2026?
So we are working really, really hard because we want to come back, but at this very point in time, as you know, it is very, very rough.
Very, very difficult. Yeah.
You don't have anything really you can grab a hold on now and just share, but know that we aim to come back. That is what we aim to do.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. And what excited you most about playing in 2023 in North America? And what would be something that you look forward to possibly doing again or doing for the first time if you were able to come back out?
Well, the one thing to look forward to back then was obviously to meet the US fans.
Yeah.
I mean, we're giving them a lot of shout outs in interviews as well for being so dedicated and patient. And they had been that already up until 2023. We went
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
tour. It went super great. It was amazing to meet so many that you've been in touch with, on Patreon and the names popping up on social medias here and there. And that is obviously the thing that I'm having in mind for whenever we would actually come back. Obviously, it's definitely.
Very cool. Yeah. And I have to give him a little shout out. One of your Patreons is actually one of our contributors for the webzine.
Really?
Josh?
Hey, Josh.
Yeah?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's so
Oh, that's
beautiful
awesome.
to hear. A
Yeah,
big
yeah. So
shout
he's
out
gonna be
then,
excited to
right?
see this when it comes out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your fans often describe your music as empowering, obviously, kind of like an armor almost. Do you see Eleine as offering not just songs, but a kind of strength or shield for your listeners as well?
I mean,
I like the word
each,
shield actually. Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's very nice. And each to their own, really. If you
Yeah.
feel that from our music, I mean, you feel that from our music. If it feels something else, I won't take that away from you.
Yeah.
We ourselves, we feel it as very empowering also. So if you connect with that, then hell yeah. If you feel something else, awesome, dude. But this
Cool.
is really nice to hear.
Yeah, for sure. And I have to ask, has connecting with fans on a personal level led to any unexpected or moving stories that have that have stuck with you over the years?
Oh,
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. For sure.
definitely.
Definitely. So obviously, personal stories we do not want to share, but
Of course,
overall,
absolutely.
diving into what you just mentioned about empowering and shielding, or perhaps even inspiring, right? Kind of in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
same sphere. We've heard stories about our fans coming out of addiction thanks to just
yeah.
listening to messages, what they heard within the music, um, and coming through rough times, or maybe they feel nothing, right? And they're
Wow, yeah,
listening to music and just like, hey, maybe there's something around the corner, and bada bing, bada boom,
Mm.
what do you know? There's something there because, my friend, this is what no one ever talks about. Yes, things can go from bad to awful really quickly.
yeah, 100%. Yeah,
Just as quickly it can go from awful to good. It
yeah,
can do that from good to awful. I mean, I said bad to awful, but that's terrible.
yeah.
Way to live.
Mm.
From good to awful,
Yeah.
it can go from awful to good just as quickly. But of course,
Absolutely.
when you're in that awful, it's an eternity. But trust me, it can turn.
Oh, it feels like it. Absolutely.
And definitely the part of all the stories that we've heard. There's so honestly too many. There's so many that I've shared that they have been on the brink of ending their own lives,
Yeah,
and it just takes that little like moment of something you pick up that gives you that feeling of no, maybe I shouldn't. And one of the strongest memories that I have, at least, is when we played. I believe it was in Atlanta on that North American tour. Was this kind older gentleman who has been standing in the long line for like a meet and greet. We took this chance of like meeting all the US fans for the first time, just like
Yeah,
after the show, like as many as
definitely.
we can have time for.
Yeah.
And he had been standing in line for a long time. He comes up almost with his like hat in his hands like this, and he said, "I don't want to take any time. I just really felt that I have to take the opportunity to thank you guys." And we're like, "Oh, of course, come, let's have a talk." And he said, "I am just so grateful because I was
Oh,
about to
that's
end my
awesome.
life. I was absolutely nothing left." And he said that there was something in the music that just made me feel that, well, maybe I shouldn't right now, you know. And he said, I'm still here, and I just am so happy I could see you guys in person and actually let you know. And it was just such a strong moment. Like, you know, everyone was crying, and it was just very emotional,
Most
right? And it's
definitely.
just,
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
yeah, and that is for sure the stories that also stick with me because, you know,
Mm.
that little spark of hope. I mean, we even have a track that's called A Glimpse of Hope, and that
Yeah.
is, of
Yeah.
course, if that is what you can find in our music, or hey, even as you said, Rickard, we just want people to feel something. If you go from feeling nothing to pure hate towards us because of our music, good, then you feel something, right?
Exactly. It's something that you're feeling.
You're
So
Yeah.
important.
welcome.
Yeah, so many zombies today, man. It's just, I'm sorry, Rickard.
You're welcome, right? If they felt
Yeah,
nothing, God damn it, I hate this fucking band. They suck. Like,
Yeah.
yes,
I'm
we got you
happy.
out of
Look at
Leave
that
him. He's
bad
comments,
spot.
people. It's all right.
But you know, in all honesty, yeah, sure. Maybe not to that extent for me personally, but it's it's also
It's exaggerated, but
it can
still.
also be like many have struggles, but many also don't have struggles, and that's also very nice, you know. So
Yeah, definitely is.
people just
Yeah.
feel like, whoa, this is kick-ass music, this is
Yeah.
awesome music,
Mm.
and that is also one of our strengths. I will honestly say that
Yeah, definitely is.
we talk to a very
Yeah.
wide audience, both age-wise, the age gap is massive, and also the like why you listen to the music. You
Exactly.
have bands
Mm.
Exactly.
that are just power, it's just for the power, just that kind of music, no meaning. Then you have music that
Yeah.
is kind of like, "Meh," and but it has a lot,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
we have both, right?
Yeah.
So it's
100%.
very interesting, very
Rickard, can I just ask one thing, by the way? Is that
Yeah.
a pen or a screwdriver that you're having,
It's a
Rickard?
I was
screwdriver.
wondering
I
the same
found it.
thing.
I found it right
I
here, so
was
I
like,
started fiddling with it. So when this is what I do, like underneath the camera, I do this all the time.
yeah, yeah. That one's
Sit
pretty
with
nice,
it.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like a, yeah, gotcha. I just want to check.
yeah. I gotta
I've
do
got one
shit.
of those same ones actually right next to me, except it's red
Oh
now.
way!
Yeah.
Oh really? That's
That,
awesome.
that's perfect. Nice. Very cool. So one thing I wanted to touch on, because it's something that's very important for me personally, when you both started speaking about it, it kind of empowered me a little bit, is neurodivergence, which is a powerful in a scene that doesn't always highlight it, especially. Why was it important for you both to share your experiences publicly?
I mean, it's
Well,
just
like,
a big part of who I am and where I
Yeah,
am now.
mm,
And I didn't think I would survive my 20s. So just me being here now, 40 years old, is amazing to me.
definitely. Yeah,
If I can share some that will, from my own experience, and also sometimes my own thoughts. Sometimes it's not my experience, and I'm very clear when stating that. That maybe people can find some comfort, some food for thought, something to lean on, something like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Friend feels that way, by the way. Oh shit, like it's just getting out stuff for people to uh notice, I guess is the right word.
And kind of know that they're not
mm,
alone in it. Yeah,
Right, exactly. Notice it, and within that, understand that there is someone else. And if
yeah,
there's one else, then there's two or three or five or maybe even hundreds and thousands of people.
exactly,
mm.
exactly.
And for me, it was truly when I got my diagnosis, that was like not really expected because I didn't really go to the doctor and say, "Hey, I think I have autism." That was not the case.
Right, exactly.
I was like seriously depressed, and I really reached out and said, "I cannot deal with this anymore. I'm done." And just that call was, it took so much for me. I think it took me like half a year to make the call, but I
Yeah, yeah,
managed because I felt, no, there is more to live for. I just cannot handle it. And then coming out on the other side, a couple of months later, And apparently being a obvious case to that psychiatrist, she was like, yeah, no question about it. You've been camouflaging your entire life.
Right.
Um,
Right.
that to me felt like I've been going from feeling I've been called stupid so many times, and I just felt that, all right. And she actually looked me in the eyes and said, Madeleine, you're not stupid. You think differently, but that does not make you stupid. And that to me was
Absolutely.
like this world changing thing. You know, it made me sound as if it's not that much if someone listens to this now, like, oh, really? But it was huge because, you know, being used to that, that was not fun, obviously. It made me feel like I was useless.
Yeah.
And then going to feeling like, oh, okay, okay. And then deep diving a little bit into how you actually work and how you are maybe different from others and how they usually think, because there is a normal way of thinking and then there's a little bit of a different way of thinking because I'm wired differently.
Exactly.
And that
Yeah.
obviously helped, right? So for me that was like a world changing thing, and I just felt that, you know what, I cannot be the only one that has been walking until I'm 32 being all used to being called stupid and being weird and whatnot. So I just felt I'll just put it out there. This was my story because I know how difficult that call can be. And
Yeah.
it doesn't have to mean that there's a diagnosis, but I mean, people are going through things and are seriously depressed. And I know how difficult that call is. So
100%.
I just wanted to like
Yeah.
put it out there. Just please make someone force you making that call because it can be a difference of life and death. Fully.
Literally can be. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
Yeah.
definitely.
because you get a diagnosis doesn't mean that you're gonna get better like that. I mean,
Exactly, I'm not.
Right. Right.
I started getting better like 2.5 years ago, almost like 4 years after I got my diagnosis.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
as anyone with fucking ADHD will I think you will be like, yep, that sounds about right. When you get the thing, you're like, yeah, see, what did I say? I'll just continue down this road of destruction now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's like, dumbass, take the opportunity to fucking get some help. You don't have to take medication if you don't want to, but they got group sessions.
Yeah.
Group
There's plenty.
sessions is
Yeah.
good
There's so
for
much out
someone
there.
who, yeah, exactly. Group sessions is very, very good for someone who has that to just realize,
Yep.
ah, shit, everyone else also are acting like me, and I don't like how they're acting right now, and I probably act like that sometimes. Maybe I should change that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely understand that. Yeah, for sure. Very cool. No, but like I had mentioned, I personally deal with anxiety and panic disorder. Uh, Working in healthcare, it kind of came on during COVID. I worked in the ICU for about 6 to 8 weeks. Saw a lot of things that I, had never seen before prior to that. Working even in 911 EMS for like 18 to 20 years that I worked at, and it took a really big toll. So like mental health and neurodivergence has always been a very big kind of like um, taboo thing for a lot of people, and I think that it's great that the both of you are able to talk about it so openly.
Hmm.
And I wish more people would, honestly, because it's something that's very important to talk about.
It
Yeah.
is. I fully agree.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, Rikard. Is it all right?
Yeah, you go ahead. I got also stuff to
Yeah,
say.
yeah. The only thing that I want to add is like, yes, I think it is important to talk about. At the same time, I want to remind people that it is a description of how you are and how you think and how you may act and how you
Exactly.
feel, and so on. It's never an excuse.
Right.
Seriously, I cannot deal with that. I I cannot have that anymore. I really hate. I told myself from the very start that absolutely not an excuse. It is an explanation, though. It's a description. And
Absolutely.
maybe I can
Yeah.
get some more patience from some people, maybe a little bit more understanding every now and then. To just throw it out there like, yeah, it's my way or the highway because this is how I am, and then I just continue.
Mm.
Absolutely not. You should always strive for being like the better version of yourself.
Always
And
striving.
here,
Yeah.
yeah, and here I am, thanks to all the studies made throughout all the years, I have a chance of like, oh, that's why I react like that. Maybe I actually can work on that. It's not
Yeah.
easy, but I
Most
can do
definitely
it,
agree.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm.
it's super difficult, but it's something, right? I'm sorry, Rikard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to throw in there that you mentioned that you wish more people would talk about it. At the same time, I would say yes and no. Those who do, they do, but then I would argue that many do that shouldn't, because
Yeah.
That's yeah.
everyone doesn't have to, and you kind of notice when people do it when they really don't want to, or maybe they shouldn't, because it's for the wrong reason.
For the wrong reason. No, I agree. I agree.
Wrong
I think to
reason.
clarify what I meant was, I think people who may not suffer with, whether it be depression, anxiety, or whatever, people who are on the outside kind of looking in, that's where the taboo lies, I think,
Well,
personally.
they can suffer, sure. I mean,
Yeah,
their experience is their experience. What I'm getting at
yeah.
is that if you're putting it out for the reason of becoming only famous and not
Oh,
helping,
100%. 100%. Yeah,
or sharing because you want to unload from yourself, that is also the wrong reason. I get
exactly.
it, but you should talk to
Exactly.
a professional. That is what you should do. Talk to a professional. If you don't feel comfortable with your, this is also something not many people say. If you don't feel comfortable with your therapist or psychiatrist or whatever, change psychiatrists.
Time to
Change.
change it up.
They are
100%
people,
agree.
and some people fucking
100%.
suck. Some
Yeah.
people suck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Change it.
Yep. I was talking with one for maybe like 4 to 5 months, and it was just week by week of like this constant, like, all right, well, I guess we have nothing to talk about. Not on my end, but on their end. Like there was no prep work that was being done. There was no plan that was being made. And now for the last year, I'm in such a different spot now because of a different person that I speak with now. And I'm in such a different spot now. So I, Rikard, 100% agree with that. If it's not
And
working,
Ryan, I was through the same thing, man. The
yeah,
psychologist I got first when after making the call, I went there for 9 or 10 months and it was terrible. I started to have stomach ache when going there. It felt like
yeah,
it was gaslighting me.
yeah,
Even making the
yeah.
screening of autism, it was like, I think it's very unlikely that you have that. Like that fucking attitude. And I was
Yeah,
like, this is
yeah.
insane. I was just lucky that he was about to quit anyway. And he just
Oh, okay.
sent me next to another psychiatrist instead, and she was amazing. So definitely what you said, Rikard, 100%. It's
Yeah,
so important.
100%
It's
agree.
about chemistry as well.
Yeah,
Absolutely, it is.
it
Yeah,
breaks you when you meet someone that doesn't listen to you. I mean, that happened to me a couple of times,
yeah,
where they just like discarded and talked about other things. I'm like, hey, I'm thinking about kind of, killing myself every other week, and this is not normal. I need help, please.
definitely.
It's, I mean, some people fucking suck. And remember that. If they
Mm.
don't trust you,
Yeah.
and you're speaking from what you feel and what you're experiencing, then change person.
Yeah,
Easy. And don't lie. Don't lie. That's number one. Don't lie. Be honest.
be honest
That's on
about it.
you. That's on you. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. Very, yeah, no, thank you both for sharing all of that. That's awesome. And obviously, I would say it's safe to say that you feel that sharing your neurodivergent perspectives helps fans feel seen and connected, especially those who might even feel isolated.
It's hard for us to say. The fan that feels that way can say that if it's true or not.
For Jill. Yeah.
But we have had people, I can say this, we have had fans said that, hey, I feel more secure with myself knowing that there's someone else that has this or that. So in that
Exactly.
sense, we can lean towards yes, but honestly, it is the person themselves that can say it. And I want to add that neither Madeleine or I are saying that we are the god amongst men to speak about this subject. Definitely not.
Right.
Like me
Absolutely.
personally, I just share from my experience and my thoughts. That is
Right.
it. That is it, and I'm very clear about that. If you need help,
Yeah.
seek out a professional.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. And then do you feel that your experience has shaped your creative process, whether in songwriting, performance, or even how you channel emotion into your art?
Always. I mean, all experience goes into art,
Yeah.
regardless. So
100%.
yeah, sure.
Cool.
Yeah,
Cool.
and
Cool.
truly, and we are just sticking to that we create from whatever we see and feel and experience.
Yeah.
We've always been sticking to that, and we continue to do so. And there's always something to share.
Yeah.
There's always
Always.
songs to write about people lying because people fucking lie all the time.
Right. Yep. It's funny. I'm watching this medical series right now called House. I don't know if you've ever heard of it.
Oh yeah.
I heard about it.
And one of his like go-to lines, you just said it. People always lie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Didn't
Yeah.
know that.
Right.
I had no
So I
idea
just
that.
have two final questions. Eleine is known for cinematic storytelling. If you could score a film series or even a video game universe, which would you choose and why?
Ooh.
There isn't just one. There isn't
No,
just
of course
one.
not.
I would, you know, in the world of anime, I would love to make scores. Would love to do music for like well, this is over and done with, but Dead Space series would be
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Very
Definitely
cool.
some Mega Man. Holy shit.
Okay.
Some Zelda, of
Oh
course,
yeah,
some
that would be
Star
awesome.
Wars related.
Yeah.
I gotta throw this in there, Madeline. I have actually put Star Wars Easter eggs in at least two songs, and these two songs are Enemies and Never Forget. So Enemies from Dancing in Hell and Never
Yep.
Forget from We Shall Remain. And
Very cool.
there's just
Yeah.
a little Easter egg. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, it's gonna fly right over you.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna
It
listen
I
to
isn't
that
mean,
again now.
R2D2. It isn't
yeah.
R2D2.
Maybe it's over and done. I mean, they have released a bunch of releases, but you know, games like Assassin's Creed and whatnot would have been
Oh
absolutely
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
magical. I can truly see us do that, and I don't know what whatever Call of Duty would ever do, you know, but
Oh,
that
Doom.
would also be
Doom.
and
Yes, of
Doom,
course.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely,
Just to
yeah,
love
that'd be
Doom.
cool,
Yep.
yeah. And I don't know, is Dark Souls, are they done or
Oh,
you know
Dark
what?
Souls.
Dude, yeah, I mean, can you imagine? Like, truly, whoa, that would be cool. Anyway,
That is what I'm talking about.
good
There isn't
question
just
though.
one. I mean, video
Yeah.
games, yes. Movies, yes. Series, yes. Anime, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and when it comes to movies, you know, there's so many good ones out there. I just don't want Gladiator to have a third one. I don't want that. But something similar would be very cool. It feels like it would be a good fit, or something like 300, you know, if they would ever
Oh, that would be
make
cool.
something else in these kinds of, you know, stories. It just feels because I remember, I don't know if you remember that on YouTube, someone actually took this very epic scene for 300 and just put enemies on
Yeah,
there,
put
and I was
anime,
like,
but yeah.
oh my God, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Man.
was like, yes,
That's awesome.
it
How
would
about
fit so well.
Earthworm Jim and Paw Patrol? That would be
Oh
nice.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
There you go.
really cool.
A
A
little
little bit of
throwback. How
cow and
about
chicken.
Quake?
Quake,
Oh,
yeah.
wait,
Oh,
oh
Yeah.
my
Quake,
God.
yeah. Oh yeah.
First
Yeah.
games I ever played, Quake 2 was so cool.
Yeah, Quake too.
Captain
Yep.
God.
Falcon.
That's
Yep.
awesome. Very cool. Very cool.
Oh man.
So finally, looking ahead to the next full-length album, what sonic or emotional directions excite you the most, and how might they surprise longtime fans?
Hard for us
Hmm.
to say, buddy. It's
Yeah.
the
It's a good
listener
question though.
themselves. Oh yeah, very, very good question. It is once again the listener themselves that will be surprised. I mean, some will be surprised that we're still making music because we fucking suck, right? Some
Nah,
people
I
be like,
disagree with that.
this band is crap." No, no, no. What I'm talking about, the people
Oh
that
yeah,
think,
yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they're surprised. Oh my God, are they still making music?
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah.
that's gonna be one. I'm not fishing for compliments, but thank you very much.
No, of course.
Of course, take them. Yes, num 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 num.
Take them up.
But it's hard to say. It's hard to say. We always create what we feel is right. What we felt was right about this one, because we're you know we're working on it, is that we've done more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's more of
yeah.
the thing, so to speak.
I think like
Cool.
we have talked about as well, the small thing that we can share, there will be a rawness within it actually
Mm.
that
Yeah.
I'm very much looking forward to. It's I also feel that some of the songs are like, you know, diving a little bit deeper in some parts that we maybe haven't done before for my end of my instrument. So yeah, it's gonna be I'm very much looking forward to it, to say the least.
Very
Mm.
cool. Very cool. Thanks again, Madeleine and Rikard, for chatting with us today. For fans in Europe, be sure to catch Eleine on the Domination Tour with Primal Fear. Again, this is Ryan for Ethereal Metal. Let's keep metal alive, and be sure to pre-order your copy of We Stand United below in the video description. Madeleine and Rikard, thank you so much again.
Thank you
Thank
so much
you.
for having us.